Hey there, fellow travelers, ready to explore the vast and mysterious land of Russia, the land of Tolstoy vodka and those dolls that fit inside other dolls. But before you pack your bags, let's talk about some do's and don'ts to make your trip unforgettable. Look, we all know traveling to a new country can be daunting, especially one with a language that looks like someone spilled alphabet soup on a keyboard. So buckle up, comrades, as we navigate the do's and don'ts of the Russian travel experience. From the bustling streets of Moscow to the serene canals of St. Petersburg, let's make sure you're prepped and ready to have a blast.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the language barrier. Now, I'm not saying you have to become fluent in Russian overnight, although that would be impressive. But trust me, learning a few basic phrases can make a world of difference. Think about it. You're in a foreign land, trying to order a coffee, and all you can manage is a series of grunts and hand gestures. Not exactly the most dignified look, is it? And before you even think about relying on those translation apps, remember not every babushka in Siberia has Wi-Fi access. So what are the magic phrases? Well, spasibo for thank you is a good start. It's way more charming than just nodding awkwardly. And portalista, which means please, can turn a demanding tourist into a polite guest. And of course, no Russian phrase book is complete without Nazdorovo, the universal tool for everything from vodka shots to a successful grocery run. Trust me, a little effort with the language goes a long way. It shows the locals you're trying, and who knows, you might even get a smile or two out of it.
Now, let's talk about a common misconception, assuming everyone speaks English. While you might encounter some English speakers in touristy areas, venturing off the beaten path is a different story. It's like that time I went to a small village in the middle of nowhere, and the only English the locals understood was McDonald's and Coca-Cola. Don't get me wrong, those are powerful words, but they won't get you a reservation at a traditional Russian restaurant. So, what's the solution? Well, for starters, a little humility goes a long way. Don't expect everyone to cater to your linguistic needs. Even if you stumble over your words, a genuine effort will get you much further than assuming everyone speaks your language.
Chapter 3. A Culinary Adventure from Borscht to Bliss. Okay, let's move on to something we can all agree on. Food. Russian cuisine is so much more than just vodka and caviar, although those are pretty great too. From hearty stews to delicate dumplings, there's a whole world of flavors waiting to be discovered. First up, you have to try borscht. This vibrant beetroot soup is like a warm hug in a bowl. It's hearty, flavorful, and will make you wonder why you ever settled for boring old tomato soup. Then there are pelmeni, little pockets of meat-filled dough, kind of like Russian ravioli. They're like a culinary adventure in every bite. And don't even get me started on the bread. From dark and chewy rye to fluffy white loaves, Russian bread is something to write home about. So ditch the familiar fast food chains and dive headfirst into the local cuisine. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you.
Chapter 4. Visa registration. Don't mess with the bureaucracy. Alright, let's talk about the less glamorous side of travel visa registration. I know, bureaucracy isn't exactly the most thrilling topic. But trust me, this is one area where you don't want to mess around in Russia. Think of it like this. Russia is like that friend who throws amazing parties but has a very strict guest list. You show up uninvited, you are likely not getting past the door. So here's the deal. Within 7 days of arrival, you need to register your visa. This usually involves a quick visit to the local authorities, or if you're lucky, your hotel can help you out. It might seem like a hassle, but it's a small price to pay for the privilege of experiencing all that Russia has to offer.
Chapter 5. Mastering the Metro Your Underground Adventure. Now, let's talk transportation, specifically the Moscow Metro. Forget your Uber apps and yellow cabs. The Metro is where it's at. It's efficient, affordable, and an experience in itself. Imagine descending into a subterranean world of marble arches, chandeliers, and intricate mosaics. It's like stepping back in time, but with better Wi-Fi. Yes, even underground, they've got you covered. The Moscow Metro isn't just a mode of transportation, it's a work of art. Each station has its own unique design and history. You might find yourself spending more time admiring the architecture than actually getting to your destination. Just make sure you have a map handy, or better yet, ask a local. So ditch the taxis and embrace the underground adventure that is the Moscow Metro. It's a journey you won't soon forget.
Chapter 6. from Russia with fun until next time. So there you have it, folks. Follow these do's and don'ts, and you're sure to have an amazing time in Russia. Remember, embrace the culture, try the food, and don't be afraid to get lost in translation. It's all part of the adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more travel tips and adventures. Do svidania.